As millions of jobs are hitting the market this year, you might want to consider reaching out to staffing agencies for a little assistance. Joining us live via Zoom for this morning's Kern Back in Business, Josh Connor with Job Fest Kern County, talking about how these agencies can actually kickstart your career. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Mike.
What has been one of the main problems with many people going to these agencies? Is just a lack of knowledge?
I think so. I think a lot of people think that these staffing agencies are just temporary employment. They need somebody for this week only, and that is definitely not the case. If you've never walked into one, I suggest you do that very soon.
Now, you just mentioned off when we were in the commercial break here that there are probably more than 24 of these agencies here locally. What are some of the things that they can help a person with that they might not realize?
See, I think it's free networking for you. You're going to go into one office, fill out one application, and get your resume and your application sent out to multiple different employers. This is after you meet with your, let's call them your career coach. They're going to sit you down and find out what your skills are and what you want to do. And they cover all the fields: warehousing, medical fields, retail, restaurants. So why not? I mean, it's almost a free service that you can use, and it will never cost you nothing. So just it's networking, free networking.
And that's the one thing that we were also talking about. I think there's this idea out there that that you, as the prospective client, pays them, but that's not how it works, right?
Yeah, it definitely, you should not have to pay for any services through any of these kind of staffing agencies that I'm talking about. The employer is actually going to pay for all that. That's the stuff that they do. So why not get your foot in the door? You're going to get a job, let's say at Dryer's Ice Cream, who does use a staffing agency, and you're going to be working for Dryer's now, and they can potentially pull you on full time, and I know that's one of those companies. It's hard to just walk in. So some of these places, including the oil fields, there's some companies that only will hire you through a staffing agency. So why not get on that list?
Let's talk about that as far as that goes, the staffing agency. How much quicker, and I know every situation is different, but how much quicker would a staffing agency help you in getting that job compared to you going out and trying to do it all yourself?
I think it happens a lot faster. Like I said, you're not just going to one employer and applying and hoping that you can get that position. You're going to one place and technically applying for 6, 7, 8 different employers, But in my experience using staffing agencies when I was in the oil fields, it was a pretty quick progress. You did the application, you met with your coach, drug test, medical screen, and there you are. You're in the job.
And lastly, if someone is watching this and decides to go like today or tomorrow or sometime this week, what do they need to take with them? What do they make sure that they have?
I would take everything that you can just to make it a one and done trip. Take your license, social security card, any kind of certificates you have, definitely an updated resume, not updated. You need it updated. Take your updated resume and just a smile on your face again. You're going to walk in here and meet these people, and potentially they're going to set you up with your career for the rest of your life.
All right, Josh Connor, Job Fest Kern County. Appreciate your insight this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.